Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Long ago in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests. Legends told of an omnipotent, omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land. But no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the golden land. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power. That seal should have remained for all time. But when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend, a mysterious wizard known as Anew came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 wise men vanish, one after another. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. So that is the story that starts off this game. I have known of this game for a long time. I actually played it as a child. My best friend actually owned this game. I had Link's Awakening, he had A Link to the Past. I do enjoy this game. I am one of those people where if you were to put us in an Ocarina of Time and A Link to the Past war, I'd be leaning on this side. So, I do know this game well, I've beaten it. I'm not gonna go for 100% again, but anything I remember this game, it's been a while. I think it's been like 3 years since I last played it. But I did a Let's Play of Link's Awakening. I wanted to do a Let's Play of this game. I'm pretty sure it's a rite of passage at this point for any Let's Player. So let's get file 2 going, and I'm gonna be boring, and just like before, I'm gonna call him Link. There we go. And off we go. Help me. Please, help me. I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard, Anew, has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Anew has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I'm in the dungeon of the castle. Please, help me. Link, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. And that is Link's uncle off. Now the thing with Link is he comes from a long line of soldiers. So his father and grandfather and so forth are all soldiers. Anyways, if we open the chest, we get a lamp. And now we can light torches in the darkness. So your home is definitely going to be one of your main starting points, and we'll be seeing it often. This game actually is still visually pleasing to me. It's easy to navigate, you know where you're going. And it's just colorful, even in the darker moments. Not bad for a launch title for the Super Nintendo. Anyways, he told us not to follow, so of course we're going to do the exact opposite and follow him. especially since Zelda asked for our help. Well, we're not getting past him no matter what we do. This is giving us a pathway here. Definitely leading us to where we need to go. And that looks suspicious. Down we go. Leading us right into the dungeon. Oh, wow. I've never seen it repeat. Help me. I'm in the dungeon of the castle. I know there is a hidden path from outside of the castle to the garden inside. Huh. So after a while, if you get lost, it tells you where to go. I've never seen this before. I usually beeline right to this place. The game's pretty good at letting you know which path you need to take to get where you're going. Oh, Uncle! Link, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade. Hold the B button. Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Link, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your... And we get our sword and shield. Now, that line has some interesting controversy through it. What he doesn't mention, and it leaves people up to speculation to think Zelda and Link are siblings. And I genuinely don't think that's the case. Anyways, we now have access to the dungeon, so let's find our way around. We can light this. And I have no magic power, so I can't even use a lamp. Right. But now I do. Anyways, if you didn't get the lamp there, this is where you would have gotten it. And it brightens up the place. You don't need it yet, but the game is introducing how everything works, which I think it's doing a very good job of. Alright. Let's make our way through here. We're now past that guard. And these guys aren't very bright. They're just kind of doing rounds. This guy, on the other hand, with the shield. Take a look at the swords and shields they have, and he lets you know what type of guards you're up against. Anyways, into the castle. Alrighty. You're mostly kind of stealthing your way through first. Let's go to the left, see what we can do. Maybe not. We'll come back. Let's head on up. I'm not supposed to be up here, I believe, but it's worth taking a look. Yeah, so this is the throne room. We'll come back here. And I'll just walk right by these guys. What side was the dungeon on again? Probably the left, since it's the only place with doors. May as well take a look. There we go. One thing I've learned is if the sword is on one side, attack the other. That way you're usually guaranteed to hit the target if they have a sword. Anything I can do out here yet? No. I'll have to come back here later. Alright, down the stairs we go. Let's take a look. These guys are kind of just gonna wander aimlessly. But yeah, if they drop rubies, get them sooner rather than later. Not very useful shields. Alrighty, found the dungeon entrance, so let's head down and deal with you. There we go. Get our key and our map. Which, yes, if you hit the X button, we now have a map of the dungeon we're in. Very small one. Hit X again to leave it. This actually is the game where a lot of good music came from, too. Anything you really hear originated from here, or the other two games before it. English can't do it anymore. And he just ran off the edge. That is beautiful. Alrighty. But yeah, A Link to the Past I think is a very well done game. It teaches you what you need to know right off the bat. It lets you explore at your leisure. You can actually go in multiple different orders, or you can go in the recommended order it gives you. It definitely has a good form of replayability, and people have broke this game to hell and back, and randomized it. I actually enjoy the randomizers of this game. They're so fun to watch. Because you never know what you're gonna get. And if you know the game like the back of your hand and a few tricks, it definitely helps. The most broken weapon in most Zelda games, the boomerang! In this game, it mostly just stuns enemies. But it is handy. And if I'm remembering right, it costs no magic to use. Alrighty, keep going. Get rid of the guard. Get some health back. Oh shoot, I want to do that. Let him swing. Like I said, it does a very good job of introducing you to enemies. Dang it. He does a whole heart of damage. And the big key! This is the master key of the dungeon. It can open many locks that small keys cannot. So if you need a small key, it won't work, but if it doesn't need a small key, it'll open a few things. Like this. Thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. Link, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? I do. If you hit not at all, it's a but thou must situation. Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go. Gladly, after I get this chest. Alrighty, now we just have to get out of the castle with Zelda. Which is honestly pretty simple since we know where we're going. And we've taken care of most of the enemies in our path. Down this way. And make our way back. Some of them respawn. I'll take that heart, thank you. Getting them into a narrow corner is usually the best way to take people on in this game, I find. Until you're powered up enough. Then you can go stupid. And reckless, like I like to play. But right now, I am playing cautious. It is nice to get back to some older style games for my channel, because I grew up with this stuff. This is what I'm used to. Ow. And honestly, I find some of the modern day games are a little too easy or too stupid hard. There doesn't seem to be a fine in-between anymore. There's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to Sanctuary. I'm sure the old man there will help us. Ah, yes, religious censorship. We're technically heading to a chapel.